Part 2, my database and API. Like I said, I used MongoDB Atlas for my database to have the username and the email, password, balance, and account number. Here's my data abstraction layer. I could show a little bit more of it here where I got the .env for deployment, how I'm connecting to Mongo here, my band bank project. Here is the function of create. So to create the document or the new user, and there's the login user I have in the data abstraction layer, which I demonstrated in the last video. So let's get rid of that. A little bit closer look at the data abstraction layer here. Here we got the DB client, database client. The database name is my band bank project, like I said, and the collection is called users, the collection name to users. And then here are all the documents of the different users. That's how I'm using that data abstraction layer. I did add in a new feature in there. You can see the account. If maybe I'll pull this up a little bit. You got the account number, which I was using this little formula to create a random number, some temperate literals in there, and that account number is going there at the end. And you can see these sort of random account numbers that are given to each one. And on create account, on the home page, I was saying, oh, get $100 when you create an account. So we got the $100 in there. Brings me to the API endpoint. I put up here my whole server.js file from VS Code. It's got that .env again, and you can see all the things that are required, including path. Here are my serving my static files. Here is API endpoint for creating an account, which I'll demonstrate soon. There's that data abstraction layer and the create there. There's my login API endpoint, which I demonstrated. Here's the post to Mongo. I like this one. This was a sort of catch-all on the client side so I could refresh the page. Because every time I'd refresh the page, it would just shut down. The whole app would just crash. And this little catch-all kind of let the front end sort of know where it was, to put it quickly. So when I create the account, I put in that stuff. This is from the front end, create account JSX. That goes to the server, right? And it's going to create. And let's go back up to the DAO. There's data abstraction layer, and there's the create function that is inserting one, crucial right there. Insert the doc. So we got this new document, and that's where that's coming from. I used Gary Carter here, but let me demonstrate how that's working. Here's my database here, up and running, structured with the ID comes in, username, email, password, balance, and account number, the random account number. Let's go to my full stack piggy bank. Come back. Oh boy, you come back. Just to show there is no Mike Piazza here. All right, we got Pete, Francisco, David, Gary. We're gonna put in a Mike Piazza. Show you that this works. Mike Piazza. Mike at piazza.com. I'm sure that's his real email. And what was I gonna say? Let's go Mikey P1 top. Mikey P1 exclamation. And success count has been created, and then I got my $100. I can start banking, and let's go to the database, refresh, and there you'll see Mr. Mike Piazza down there. There's the document with the random account number, has the $100, and there's the email password that I entered, and that's how that database is working.